Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Okay, today we're going to be talking about the effects of white imagery. Okay, I'm assuming because of this full moon eclipse, it has people purging and telling the truth. My daughter decided to tell me some truths that I was already aware about, but she actually elaborated on these truths. So since I can remember, my daughter has been fascinated with being white. Okay, my daughter is 12 years old. Okay, it started probably around 5 or so, when she used to tell me she wished she had a white mommy, and that white mommies was nice and all of this other stuff. So it started there. Then when she was younger, the Dollar Tree, right, they had like this little, I don't know if y'all know, but they got like this ponytail piece. It's a long straight strip of blonde hair, and my daughter, that was her favorite thing to buy when she got $1. She ain't want to buy no toys, no nothing. She wanted that long, sleek, crazy looking white thin piece of ponytail strip to put on her head. And me being a mother at that time, I didn't see any harm in it. It's what she wanted to do. It made her feel good. It's her dollar. Go on and do whatever you need to do to get your spirit feeling lifted. So I didn't mind it. Not really understanding the implications that it could have. I'm just thinking it's innocent. But she been wanting to be white ever since she got that old strip of hair. And y'all know it was looking crazy, right? Imagine the nappy stuff, right? She put the nappy stuff in a ponytail and then tie her little blonde piece to it, and I let her wear it like that, and she be swinging it and be in love with it, looking crazy. So tonight, so let me see. So that was a thing. Then I remember when Roblox became a thing for her, when she started playing Roblox, she always wanted her character to be white. Then I would hear like the group chat in between the kids where they would be making fun of the black kids. They'd be like, ew, you black. And they be talking about how they all wanted to, all the black girls that she was friends with, I'd be listening to their chat, and how they all had their white avatar and they all wanted to, be white pretty much inside of the game. And then I heard of some of the racism and some of the racism that was going on inside of the games, where people kids would get picked on if they actually did have a black avatar. Nobody wanted to be friends with them inside of the game and things like that. So these are things that our kids are picking up at a very early age, without anyone telling them any of these things. They are just picking it up from the environment, from all the imagery, from the games they're playing. Okay. One thing my daughter was conscious of, which my daughter, she's pretty conscious, this stuff is so real, y'all. It's really real. Okay. Y'all need to know this thing against us is very real. I remember my daughter, I think she wanted to call herself, Big Black something or something like that. So she was showing me something. I don't know how we got to it, but the more of the story is, on Roblox or on TikTok, I think it's on TikTok, we was doing something, and then we came to the realization, or she picked up on it. She was like, Mom, how come I can't put big in front of my name? Because if you try to put Big Black as your username with something else, like say you want to be Big Black giant tall lady or something, right? But the fact that you put Big Black, they say that it's inappropriate. You can't put that as a username. Y'all go ahead and try this. Put Big and Black together. They will not allow it. But if you put that you are big white, they allow Big White and whatever else you want to add to that to be allowed. And if you want to be Little Black something, you could be Little Black something, but you can't be Big Black something. I promise y'all, I'm not lying. Go try to make that a username on TikTok or Roblox or something like that, and see, won't they tell you it's inappropriate, and they'll deny it. Okay. So my daughter picked up on that, and I said, see, this is, the world we live in. They won't allow you to be great. You can't even be big in their world, So I started pointing these things out to her then. So she dealt with that on Roblox, where her and her friends, they refused to be black characters. They had to be tan skin. Okay. Then TikTok, TikTok, I noticed, like, she told me, she said in 2020 they had this this dance and this song that went together, and when the n-word, the n-word nigga comes in on the song, the white people go shh, and that's like a part of the dance. And she said, mama, you know, I thought I was white. She said, I used to be going shh, like I couldn't say the word. I thought I was one of them, you know. So these are all the little things she would tell me throughout the years, you know, and her wanting to just, you know, just straighten her hair and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just those little innocent things that I picked up on that, you know, was obviously not affecting her, but, you know, she was aware of. But tonight, did she go in and tell me some things, okay? Like, this is on a whole nother level of self-hatred. These kids really are picking up on this stuff, and it's just from the environment. Like they did that study where they took 3-year-old children and they put the black doll and the white doll together, and they asked the kids which doll is better, and they always pick the white one and say the black one is dirty or ugly or something like that, right? Okay, this mentality, which I explained to my daughter, I said, no, it's okay, express yourself. You know, you're not the only one. You got older black folks that this is really in their mind. You know, you got, forget about older, all across the board, you got people that think this way, that's amongst us. They think this way, but it's at varying degrees of how this white imagery is affecting our people, you know. Okay, so she begins to tell me how when we was in Jamaica, she was like, mama, you know, when we was in Jamaica, she was like, the delusion was so real, mama. She said, I was in Jamaica, she was like, you know, I thought I was better than them. She was like, I was walking around with my nose tooted up to them, and I just thought they were just so dirty. And I thought that I looked more white because I was lighter. And, you know, the way they talk so loud and the way I talk, she's like, mama, I really thought I was more white and I thought I was better than them. She was like, that's why I was acting like that when we took the taxi rides, and I didn't want them to touch me because I felt like I was white and I felt I was better than them, you know? And she was like, yeah, she was like, you know, when we went to the marketplace, I would just do a certain walk, and she was like, I felt like I was a queen in their country and like they were all worshiping me. Look at this delusion and at the time she was 10, okay? She was 10. And she said she said she felt like she was more white because she was lighter and she was an American. This was what was going on in a 10-year-old's brain, guys. 10, okay? So she said that's why she was treating Jamaica the way she was, because she complained the whole time we was there. But then when we left, she wanted to go back. She missed it so much, but she complained the whole time. So that's what she explained to me. Then she began to tell me, she was like, mama, I think them subliminals was getting to my mind. Now I do remember her listening to subliminals, you know, and I supported subliminals at that time because I was telling her how subliminals work and stuff. But my daughter, what she was doing was, she really thought that she could turn white. She was listening to subliminals to get white skin, blonde hair, and blue eyes. She said, mama, I really thought I was white. She said, I really thought I was going to wake up and I was going to have blonde hair, blue eyes. And, you know, I said to daughter, how the hell you thought this was going to happen? You know? And she said, I don't know, mama. I just really thought them subliminals going to work. She's like, you know, you be listening to them subliminals. They be working for you. I thought these subliminals going to work for me. And then I had to break down to her, you know, why those subliminals won't actually work the way she thought they work. I said they could work if you went and bleached your skin or you went and got a wig or did something like that. You could manifest that change. But naturally, no, because that's against, you know, law. So she just was laughing at herself and thinking like, mom, I was really crazy, you know. And she said also, now 2022, she's like, yeah, mom, I remember when I really wanted to be white. I was doing white makeup. I was talking like them. She was like, because, and she's like, I wanted to wear Lululemon. She was like, because they was all over my For You page, mom. They was everywhere. She was like, so I just really wanted to be them, you know? And I'm like, yeah, I know. I said, baby, you ain't the only one, you know. A lot of black people are suffering from mental illness with this wanting to be white, whether they're dating a white person, you know, to feel closer to being white, whether they are, you know, just being a massa, you know, whatever position they take on to feel closer, they doing it. It's a real dis-ease, you know. It's a real dis-ease, you know. I thank God I ain't never been ailed with that problem. You know, I've always come with a strong soul and a strong knowing of who I am and appreciative about everything that I was. You know, I never felt inferior in my dark skin or anything like that. I just felt like me. I always felt and knew, you know, who I was and was comfortable in my skin. So it disheartens me that our people really still dealing with it, and then our babies, you know. So it's just a message to remind us to, we gotta be careful with our babies, with these phones, with these laptops, with these iPads, you know, what they're consuming, because it could really mess with these babies' mental health, you know what I mean? Especially if they don't got a strong parent around to really keep them balanced. You know, that phone could be very, very, very dangerous, you know, not only with the imagery that's constantly blasted at them, but just with the perception of reality to them could be very much distorted, you know what I mean? So it's important for us to stay strong and keep our babies balanced, because they do have to use it. They have grown a connection with the phone, you know, but we gotta keep these kids balanced, seriously, you know, because it really distorts reality. What's real and what's fake is very, very hard for children to discern, you know. So I encourage parents to constantly check your children's phones, do phone checks. Always ask them how they feeling, you know, how do they feel about themselves. Always, you know, let them know they're beautiful, you know, and just encourage them and give them, you know, I'm always feeding my daughter, you know, us, you know. So if I see some girls over there in Africa that do some beautiful hairstyles with their hair, their natural hair, I'm sending her those clips. Look at this, you know. I'm showing her, you know, just everything that shows us in our beauty. When black women, you know, back in the 70s wore the fro, the natural, and they look so beautiful and you know, whatever, elegant, I always, you know, just put these images to her to keep this in her mind, that you are beautiful too. You can look like this too. You just have to take time with your hair, love your hair, and, you know, become one with yourself, you know. And, you know, I just try to break down things to her so she can get it, you know. What else was she saying to me? She was telling me a lot of stuff. She was like, you know, Mama, I thought I was more white and I was closer to white. She was like, because I was playing Roblox, or I don't know if she's playing Roblox, but she was doing something, she said, I think in one of her games, and the white boy liked her, you know. And she said, Mama, I thought I was white. I thought I was so much better than all the other black girls. I thought I had white features because he chose me, and I thought I was just the prettiest because he picked me over them. So imagine all these black young ladies in their 20s and 30s now who are marrying white. This is the illusion and the delusion that they're getting from marrying white. Like, they really feel like they going up somewhere, you know. And I don't know. It's hard, you know, because a part of me don't want to judge them, you know, and I really don't, because I understand that, you know, they just doing what has been pushed upon them, you know what I mean? Like when I look and I see again all of the black men and black women in entertainment who's all married outside of their race, all married white, you know, that was what was given to them and fed down their throats consistently. So they only went with the program, and they were not awakened enough to make better decisions, you know. And when I look at the Jackson family now, and how the Jackson family went from all brown to now they're pretty much all whitewashed, the brown has been washed out of them. It's like, damn, you know, and all of them got their nose done and stuff. This is the craziness, that you would go and do all of that to your, you know, to your body, to your images, because the imagery that was presented to you was that this is better and what you have is not enough, you know. So the self-worth in our people ain't there. It ain't there. It ain't there. It ain't there. And some people don't even know that it exists, you know. They really don't know that it exists, but it shows itself on many different levels. But I'm just really concerned. I'm concerned with all of us. But when it hit the babies like that, you know, they so young, they shouldn't be targeted and bombarded with this stuff, you know. It's unfortunate. But that's what we here for. We got work to do. We have to change things, you know. We need our people in their right minds. We need our people to really awaken and, find some kind of self-worth and really feel pride in their design, because it is divine. It is divine. So that's the work we're tasked with. And that's what it is. So just a quick message that I had to get out there because my daughter just spilled it all out on me. I said, that full moon got you talking, don't it? I was like, come on, tell me more. So it was good. She had to release that. So I'm releasing it on to y'all to just keep an eye on your children, make sure their mental health is good, and to always, anytime they come with something, always give them a complimentary or opposite to what they are receiving. So this way it brings balance. That's the best that we can do for them. And eventually, through understanding, through growth and maturity, they'll be able to discern correctly and to find themselves back to themselves, to find their center, to find their true north, for sure. So that is the message. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace.